Stop comparing yourself. And I know sometimes when we're scrolling on Instagram or scrolling on social media and looking at all these other people living this beautiful, luxurious life, and we're like, dang, like I want to get there. I want to get there. Then once you work hard and works hard, and then you achieve all these milestones, achieve all these goals, achieve all this stuff, we're so happy and so joyful. And once we look at Instagram and social media, we look at what they're doing, we look at what they've done, and then we're like, dang, I'm still not there. And then we start comparing ourselves to them, especially believers as well. But I'm gonna get into that. Especially like when we just look at it, we forget everything that we've accomplished, and then we start focusing on them. We start focusing on what they've done. We start degrading the stuff that we've done, the stuff that we've accomplished, because they're in a better position than we are, and we start comparing ourselves. And even believers do this sometimes, including myself. Sometimes I might look at another believer and see like, dang, their walk is doing so great. They're growing so much closer to God. They're doing this, and I'm happy for them. I'm not mad at them. I'm happy for them, and I'm like, dang, like I should have done this. I could do this. I gotta do this. And it's sometimes it can be motivation, but sometimes we look at it as like we're not good enough, or we're not even close to their level. When in reality, God never said that. Like, we should never be comparing ourselves. Somebody even said this: comparison is a thief of joy. You should not be comparing yourself to the next individual. Because even on Instagram, social media is so hard, because social media, you look at other people, and all people do is post the perfect stuff that goes on in their life. They don't post the bad stuff. They don't post their falls. They don't post their sins. They don't do any of that. Which is, you shouldn't post your sins. But on Instagram, social media versus real life, people act like social media, they're perfect, but in real life, they're not. In real life, they also could be dealing with a lot of stuff. And a lot of people, even some believers who are posting all this good stuff, they could be going through some real spiritual warfare. All right, and I'm not saying that, oh, nah, they're just lying, they're faking it. No, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that we should not compare ourselves to them. And instead, we should uplift them. We should be happy for them that they're growing closer to the Lord. But we should not be looking at what they've been saved from, and then be like, dang, I didn't get saved from that. Like, oh yeah, and like look at and like degrading all the stuff that the Lord has saved us from. That's so bad. That's the thing about social media. Not even just social media. Sometimes we could do this on a daily life, especially when we're walking outside or we see somebody, we start comparing ourselves to them. And in reality, we should not do that. Your walk is different than everybody else's walk. The blessings that God has gave you, it might be different than the next person's blessings. A person might be very, very athletic and tall and very skilled at sports, and then that's what you wish you could have been, but you're not, because the Lord probably didn't bless you with that. The Lord probably blessed you with the blessing and the ability to do ministry or to preach the gospel through content creation or whatever. So yeah, don't compare yourself to the next individual. Don't compare yourself to the next person, especially what you see on social media, because social media is not real. I'll talk about that another time, but social media is not real.